Hey mamas and papas, it's round one. Alex versus David. These are our top picks. We're going to show you exactly what they are and go into detail how we would use them. So hopefully you can take what we're about to tell you and apply it 24/7 with your infant or toddler.
Ding, ding, ding. Round one.
Let's go. David, you do intervention great, but I'm a great interventionist. And my first choice is the Play-Doh with the different cutouts. This is what I'm going to be showing you parents today, how I would use it in the home with your infant or toddler.
I'm going to go with my number one favorite, the ball.
Safe
Simple,
pick.
easy. We have it around our house. I'm pretty sure we do. If not, we can get one. A ball. So with my number one pick, the ball, you're going to be able to do it. You're going to be able to roll and play in a back and forth manner. So if you're babysitting, let's say you're babysitting on the end of the table, you're simply going to roll it and wait for your baby to roll it back to you. Or you're going to have to do some hand over hand with your baby to get the function down of the ball. What that's doing is increasing the engagement for your baby to play with you. Another thing is that once you do it multiple times with your baby's going to bring the ball to you and want to engage in that manner. Then you can also start working on skills as your child gets older. Let's say we start that at 9 months. Once we go to 16 months, maybe even a bounce. And you're working on maybe even 2 bounces or 1 bounces, and you're giving a countdown. 1 bounce, 2 bounce, 3 bounce. And then you're also referring to your child, maybe if your child's name is Lucy or Johnny, Johnny's turn, and you're letting them do their bounce. It might go 1 bounce, 2 bounce, but you're encouraging them in that type of manner. So with our ball, you can do other activities as they get older. You know, you can throw it back and forth and catch it with their chest, holding it against their chest, open hands. You can place it in other things around the house. Let's say you have a bucket laying around. You might want to throw it in a bucket. That's a good form of eye and hand coordination, working on different skills in gross motor also. So number one pick, you can do many different things with it. Not just work with 9 months or 16 months. You can go all the way up until they're 36, like Alex referenced it in our first video. Thank you.
David went with the ball. Luckily for me, the ice cream man is passing by my house, so I have a little bit of theme music. I went with Play-Doh. You can't go wrong with Play-Doh. It is more age specific, but you can even give your infant the opportunity to hold and play with it, just so that way they can get that sensation in their hand. So this Play-Doh actually came double wrapped, which is always good to keep it fresh. And it's blue. So the way that I would use in order to maintain developmental progression control, the way I like to see it, I wouldn't give your infant or toddler all the Play-Doh. I would give them just a little bit, because at least this way they have to look back at me to get a little bit more. I also wouldn't give them all the cutters either. I would give them one, while I maintain holding the rest. Because if they want another, guess who they have to come to get it? This guy. So there's different ways that we can play with the Play-Doh, but like I said, maintaining progression developmental control. If you maintain the power, you have the opportunity to help your child progress. Easy way with this is making it nice and flat, putting it on the table, getting your cutter, and then pushing it down. Right there, we're working on many different areas of development. Fine motor by pushing, cognition by rolling it or making it flat. And then you also have to pull it off so that way you can get a nice little shape. This is a star because I'm an all-star in round number one. David and his ball can take a hike. Really?
So, welcome back. We're going to go ahead and recap on our first items that we want to share with you guys. Papas and mamas. But
David went with the blue ball, and I actually went with blue Play-Doh. It was just ironic
we just
that it went that
like
way.
blue. Who knows? It's calling our names.
Apparently.
So we just want to recap with the activities that we shared with you. One, we both picked 2 items that we see used throughout the homes many, many times. Play-Doh and a ball are 2 common items that we see in the homes all the time, but we gave you some functional skills that you can work on at home with your child. Feel free to comment below, like, share, and let us know which activity you like best.
Yeah, who won? Is it Play-Doh? Is it a ball? There are some great things that you can do with both, but the main thing is maintaining the power. If you let your child run away with the item, you no longer have the power. You no longer have that developmental control because your child's going to go off and do what they want with it. But we want you to socially interact with your child as much as possible because that's how your child's going to learn. They don't know that that's called a ball until you start labeling it a ball. They don't know that this is Play-Doh until you start calling it Play-Doh. But if you just give it to them without naming or labeling it, using on that communication, they're not going to know. They're just going to think, hey, this is cool, something that I can play with. It is, but we want to also work on that communication skills. Like David said, like, comment, and let us know which one of us won round one. Thank you.
Ding, ding, ding.